job, Randy. It's really a great athlete. Moving on, our second inductee is Sean Banks, class of 1995. Was being inducted actually in 2 sports, in football and in track. Big, fast, strong, intense. These are all things that describe Sean Banks. Sean was equally adept on offense as a bruising yet fast running back, or on defense as a hard-hitting and still fast linebacker. In both his junior and senior years, Sean led the team in rushing. He was selected All-Still Valley both years. But as outstanding as he was on offense, he was even better on defense. Sean earned All-Ohio, first team All-State as a linebacker, and was the Northeastern Ohio Defensive Player of the Year. In track, Sean dominated the areas in sprints. At the Still Valley meet that year, he won the 100, the 200, and was a member of the winning 4x1 and 4x4 relays. And both of those relays placed in the state. And Sean was then selected All-State in track also. Sean went to Michigan State University on a full football scholarship. He played for 3 years. He was a special team terror and earned that particular mention on ESPN as the Player of the Week in 1998, and actually was selected 3 times as the best conditioned athlete on the team. Sean is Director of Business Operations for West Michigan for Aerotech. He and his wife Brooke have a daughter and a son, and they reside in Belmont, Michigan. Let's all welcome Sean Banks. Sean.
Thanks so much. I wanted to congratulate everyone up here at the table, and I'm proud to be part of this class. I wanted to make a special thanks to several people that came here to share this night with me. One, believe it or not, my 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Hira. My godparents, Joyce Overly and her son Jeff. I know Wes would be here if he could be. Mr. and Mrs. Kopp that have had a huge influence in my life from day one. They're basically my second parents. The LaCivita family that's had a huge influence and was one of the first families that really welcomed me in when I transferred over from Boardman to Mooney. My dad's friends, Mr. Patton, Ed Mady, and Mr. Mullally, that have always been a part of my life since I was a little kid. I appreciate you being here. My Uncle Dale and his wife Jamie traveled down from Michigan just like he did for numerous games in high school. I appreciate you being here. My friends, my brothers from the Mooney family, Rob LaCivita, John Capel, Joe DeSocio, Jeff Kurz, Bob Hamzik that came down but left this morning to get back to work. Of course, my parents. Appreciate you being here and what an influence you've had in my life. Definitely the biggest influences in my life. And then last but not least, the love of my life, my wife, Brooke. It's kind of crazy to get up here. This room didn't look so big when I was down there. But I want to definitely congratulate and thank the 93-94 football team. I can't go out there and be one player on a football team, everyone knows that, and get any accolades. So I appreciate everything that you've done, all those touchdowns and rushing yards. Joel's neck's hurting now. I think he just went to the doctor about bulge discs, so I appreciate you opening the hole. Of course, our 95 track team and Coach Neil Kopp that is not with us tonight. I appreciate Neil coming to my house and making me run track when I didn't want to run track. I told him I did not want to run the 400 if I came, and sure enough, I ran the 400, but it paid off. And then the coaching staff of that 94-95 team, talk about fathers. What a great group of individuals we had. There's Mooney, I don't know how many people are from out of the state that are here, but Mooney's a dynasty. I don't know if everyone realizes how nationwide known Cardinal Mooney is, and it's a high school. But this is an amazing place. And I want to thank Coach Butchie for that, starting that years ago. And it's pretty cool traveling around the country and people talking about Cardinal Mooney that knew that I went there. You know, Coach Butchie, you had me so prepared to go into the next level. There wasn't much difference going to play for Saban than playing for you. The practices were exactly the same. So the only thing was his practices were a lot shorter. So, but even to the technique of playing outside linebacker, when I showed up there, I was definitely undersized from running track. And just the technique that you have to have, playing a 9 technique up against a tight end that you're given 50 to 60 pounds to, and standing right up on the line, that's from the relentless, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the long hours. Brooke, you might want to yell at him for how much I work now. But you're a man of persistence, and persistence pays off. The fundamentals and the toughness that you instilled in us. You know, the one thing that was different when I went to Michigan State was when I stepped on the practice field, it was actually grass. And it wasn't a puddle. But I think we practiced on, like Rob Lasivita said, broken glass and rocks. So nice facility now as it is. So you know, the other difference was my dad wasn't there on the field. And I think that was a good thing. I remember the second day of practice when I transferred from Mooney. I was in the 9 technique on a tight end. It was a senior, and he was kicking the butt out of me. And I couldn't get the technique down. And I said, I suck at this position. And my dad turned his hat around like he was over the top, and just took me by the face mask and beat me with his forearm to the ground. And again and again and again. And Coach was luckily standing right there. And I was like, Coach, the whole practice stopped, and it was that fatherly love of, he thought I said something else that was a swear word, and that was a quitting mentality to him. So thanks, Coach was there to realize what I really said. And, but I appreciate you being hard on me and instilling never to be a quitter. I think that's helped me in my career from day one. You know, in closing, there's 3 things I want to talk about Cardinal Mooney. It's character, winning, and legacy. And the thing that I'm most proud about standing up here is they're not going to induct anyone into the Cardinal Mooney Hall of Fame that doesn't hold high character. And that's the thing I'm the most proud about. When I transferred from Boardman, I definitely don't think I was in the right state of mind, and probably a little cocky and arrogant. And when I came over, I got surrounded by a bunch of people that really cared about me, and that was my teammates and coaches, and they put me in my place. And that's why to this day, I believe if you want to be successful, you hang around successful people. If you want to be a good person, you hang around good people. If you want to be a winner, you hang around winners. And I can't thank Joel, Rob, John, Jeff, or Bob for what you've done for me. You want to talk about great friends. I mean, that's what Mooney's all about. It's all about that Mooney family and being winners. The last thing I want to talk about is legacy. Success is not based off your own personal accomplishments. It's about the legacy you leave behind you, like Coach Butchie's done. And the people that I mentioned that are here today have had such an influence in my life. And it's not just at that time. When you're in high school, it's kind of it's a crossing road of where you're going to really end up, and you do make dumb decisions, and you just don't know necessarily how you may be affecting people, and how you may be viewed. And there's a lot of people, of course, my parents, Coach Butchie, the Cox family, the Lasivita family, Mr. Patton, my Uncle Dale, that's really helped me become successful, not just on the field, but in life, and I appreciate that. To the Mooney family, this legacy, it's great to be part of. We need to keep it strong. I talked to a lot of people that transferred from Boardman after me, and part of my legacy is continuing to tell people, I wish I would have did it sooner. I wish I became part of this family a lot sooner. This is what it's all about, what Cardinal Mooney has. And it's because people care. I can't believe the teachers that have come up to me and talked to me tonight and sincerely hugged me and was happy to see me. The coaches, the players. I mean, this is a special, special place. And I hope we just continue to protect it and continue to drive the dynasty and the legacy. In closing, as Coach Kopp used to always say, go Cards. Thanks a lot and have a good night.